In London. Philip, you're on Talk TV.
Good evening to both of you. I'd like to mention about Seagulls, fish and chips and a little bit of TV hell, if I may.
Fantastic, go for it.
1973, I went to Australia for the first time. This was in April because it was an autumn out there. And I sat on Bondi Beach, and I was the only person on the beach eating fish and chips. I'm sitting there, and I looked up, and I was encircled by 12 seagulls. And they were giving me a funny look. I think this was before they decided they were going to attack people. Because they didn't, I give them a few chips and a bit of fish, but they did not like coleslaw.
Let me tell you this, Philip. At the House of Commons, as you know, has got a massive terrace. My friend was the Member of Parliament. He's a Member of Parliament for Morecambe, David Morris, good guy. Yeah. In his first week as a Member of Parliament, he got his lunch from the cafe, took it outside, left it on the terrace, and went to get his knife and fork. And he said, when I came back, the seagulls had not only eaten the meat, but they'd kicked the potatoes off his plate. He said, they kicked my spuds, and they'd walked all over the table with the gravy on their feet. And he said all he could do was shoo them away, clean up the table, put his food away, and go back. And he said, that was my very first week in Parliament.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing, looking back, I wouldn't do it now. And while I was sitting there, a lifeguard came by, and he said to me, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm sitting there. He said, are you a pom? So I said, yeah. He said, well, it's autumn. I said, yeah. I said, but the sun's shining. I said, it's wonderful. And I was the only person on Bondi Beach.
Well, I have to say, look, us two are from Manchester. Believe me, if it's 15 degrees, we'd get the barbecue out, wouldn't we?
Do you know, I went behind the scenes on Home and Away, and it was their winter time, because it was middle of the
I'm confused with all these months.
And I was the same as you, actually, because I did the same. I just sat on the beach and said, it's lovely, the weather.
It is. I mean, it's the autumn, the best time of the year.
Now, I know this is a British TV show, but we can't talk about the weather all night, so tell me about TV hell.
Well, have you ever heard of a program called My Mother the Car?
No.
It was about a guy who bought a car, and when he put the radio on, he had his mother who'd passed away talking to him.
No.
Yeah, it's a famous. It's on you. The clip's on YouTube.
That's on you to find for next week.
We're going to do it next week. Philip, thank you so much. That's Philip.